One flag in at a time. That's all it takes.
We have 30 going back, 100 coming across.
I think it's a great memorial for what has shaped our country. And honestly, it's the least we could do.
Last week, we introduced and proposed a bill to the General Assembly and the Senate to pass funding to pay for 2,977 American flags to represent those who lost their lives on 9/11.
You're not getting paid to do it, so you're doing it just to do it. And you're doing it for the fact of like just sharing your artwork. It's nice because it's such a small town. People would never think that we would have this many murals everywhere.
I've never done anything like this. I usually do watercolor, but this is one that I decided this was my year and I wanted to do something new. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. My name is Amanda Rose, and this is called Draw the Stars. It's 1,200 square feet.
Mid-morning on the Boise bench. And Chico McKinney is midway through another walk.
Can I give you a flyer real quick?
Except he isn't out here for exercise.
She's about 5 months old, so she's probably still pretty small and gangly.
All right. He's out here.
Yeah, we're still looking for her.
Looking for help to find a dog.
Lots of dogs on this street. That's gives hope that dog lovers might help out.
For more than a week,
yeah, every day
Chico has been on
do you want a flyer and
around Kootenai Street, knocking on doors.
Everybody's at work.
Leaving behind flyers.
It's all right. They're getting flyers on their doorsteps. Hi there.
And talking to anyone who answers their door.
We're looking for a lost lab puppy.
Because Chico says
being walked in this area.
That was the last time, and this was the last place Sam was seen. There's a lot going on around Eagle's East End Shopping Center.
Usually we're here by ourselves, you know.
For Larry and Marlene Norman, many mornings are spent here sipping coffee.
Grande pike with steamed cream.
And just seeing what there is to see from the front seat of their truck.
Often there are geese here. There's always habitat to watch.
This morning, their sights are set a little higher.
Well, these guys certainly, and this little construction project that we've been watching is keeping us entertained.
A couple of ospreys.
They're busy building.
Have decided to make the north side of this East End sign
not something you see often.
Home.
I wonder how many people from the highway here noticed this.
And it wasn't something the Normans saw yesterday.
We sure didn't see it, and it's the first thing we saw coming in the driveway today. So.
It's the first sight you see at the west entrance, much like those who arrived 80 years ago, to what was then called the Minidoka Relocation Center. The guard tower, one of 8 that once watched over the property. Then the Lava Rock Guardhouse.
Kind of bar that would have been here, right? And a gate.
Which controlled who came in.
And a check-in point.
And who came out. And keeping them in, the barbed wire. Wrapping the perimeter, a fence which wouldn't be in place until months after people moved in. You can see why Relocation Center would be renamed and better known as Incarceration Camp.
So if you want to come a little bit closer, I want to re-welcome everybody here to Minidoka National Historic Site.
Kurt Ikeda is the Director of Interpretation and Education at Minidoka.
120,000 people of Japanese ancestry were incarcerated during World War II.
Kurt's job is to explain how Japanese Americans,
over 13,000 who were incarcerated here at Minidoka during the 3 years of operation,
forced to live here.
The majority being from the Pacific Northwest, Seattleites, Portlanders, 135 folks from Alaska.
Transformed 33,000 dusty, desolate, high desert acres into fertile farmland with more than 640 buildings.
Packed 40 feet in between these barracks, 40 feet, 40 feet, 40 feet.
A self-sustained city, sort of.
The water systems were not ready until October here, 2 months after construction.
Since 1998.
Which has meant a lot.
It's a lot of bears.
To a lot of kids.
It's interesting because we've had people stop in and say, oh, our daughter has one of those, got so many years ago. And that's fun to hear.
And that's why the Teddy Bear Factory keeps stuffing and sewing and won't likely stop.
Oh, sure, we got a whole tub full there. We can be busy forever.